Super Mario 3D Land!
You know, the internet kind of seems to hate this game now. I still like it.
Bitty Bud, it's certainly a ladybug enemy. It's a Goomba. This is a Goomba with a fresh coat of paint on it. C. Block-a-Block. I like enemies like this. The weird mutations of the Mushroom Kingdom. A tier. Coin Coffer. Oh yeah, we needed a third money bag species. F. Draglet. Little dragons that shoot fire. A. Flop Hoppers, similar to the Galaxy enemy. B. Inky Piranha Plant. They shoot ink at your screen like a blooper from Mario Kart. You're paying for that. B tier. Morty Mole. What makes this different than the Monty Mole? D tier. Bitty Bud. F. Peepa. How many times are you guys gonna copy an enemy you already have? D. Prongo. It says a lot that this is one of the best enemies in the game so far. B. Sandmarg. They're like fire things, but with sand. You're killing it, guys. C. Spike Eel. An eel with spikes on it. Great. F. Stingby. B. Wallop. A wall that mimics your moves. Kind of a cute enemy, better than all this other trash. B. The only new boss we have in this game is Pom Pom, which would be fine if fought once, but like Boom Boom, they bring her back every other world, so D.
I should note I haven't played it since I was 11.
As usual, we'll start with the ally characters. Of course, we have the Sprixies, because Peach can't get kidnapped, so someone else had to be in that position. God forbid they branch out the pot in any conceivable way. C tier. There's also Plussy, a fun mechanic for on-rails water levels that works great in single player, and is complete trash in multiplayer. B. Alright, time to our onslaught of generic Mario enemies that I have to try to figure out anything to say about, and I should have called this the Mario enemy ranking video, I swear to God. Ant Trooper. They are basically platforms. They're super memorable when you consider the world they're in, though. A tier. Block Stepper. I respect how easily they move in sync with each other. I like them in the fact there's not even lore or any future appearance. They're just random dudes who appeared in one game. A. Lurker. Gross. C tier. Berolder. One of those enemies that are really just more of a mechanic, used in this case to press down switches. A decent early game idea, nothing offensive. B. Shavarg. I like this ARG sense of enemies. It's the same sort of deal as the other lava ones. B tier. Conkedor. Nothing mind-blowing, but actually a damn clever enemy, at least for early game. A tier. Flopter. I swear to God, I played this game 5 times and I didn't even know what this was. D tier. Fuzzler. Less so enemies and more of an obstacle on the Switch roller coaster levels. B tier. We have the Hop Chop, another one of those millions of enemies that you use as a platform. C tier. Horned Ant Trooper is another Ant Trooper, but probably don't use them as platforms or you'll, die. B tier. Inner Tube Goomba. I mean, come on, easy S tier, he's just vibing. Madpole. A alone for the name, don't care about the rest. Barebones is S. How did we go like 30 years without this existing? The Piranha Creeper isn't some genius enemy or anything, but I like these ones. Basically, their vines reach out super long, so you have to perform a series of jumps on the head to make them hide into their hole. Die. I've seen worse. A tier. Rammerheads. These make me uncomfortable. D. Nintendo needs to stop making cute variations of the Goomba, like the skating Goomba, because it's too cute and too easy of an S tier for me.
Don't be mean, he has a shoe.
The Skip Squeak reminds me too much of that horrible first trailer we got for this game. D. Now Spiny Skip Squeak, now we're talking. C. I like the idea of the snow pokey and it's cute that they have a little bucket on their head. A tier. Splorch. Gross, but a good enemy idea nonetheless. B tier. Splounder. They only exist to hurt Plessy, so they get an F tier. Typhoon. I've seen this somewhere before. C. Walleye. I've seen this somewhere before. D.
Now, unlike the Mario games in this era, there are actually some unique bosses. 6. It's progress, okay?
Histocrat. This boss requires you to climb up the smaller goons to hit the top of him. I like the boss a lot, and it's a good show off for the cat suit. S. Boss Brawler. Not that engaging, but not the worst fight. Very much a B tier. We have King Kathunk, who's super easy, even showing the player a light of where he'll land, but I think it's fun. I'd also say a B tier. Prince Bully. It's funny. Easy, but funny. Motley Boss Blob, a pretty creative boss that has sort of been done in other video games, but not really Mario. One of those break it up and destroy the smaller creatures sort of deal. A tier. Finally, we have Meowser. I don't think the fight against him is anything mind-blowing, and it's still a bit easy, but it was something unique and creative at a time Mario was getting stale, climbing up a giant tower and ending him off with a giant POW block, so I'll at least give this an A. Despite it releasing in 2021, there's really not a ton to say about Bowser's Fury, so we'll just cover it right now.
So Bowser's Fury and the base game do have a bunch of cat variations of the generic enemies. But do you really want me to sit here and rank basically the same enemy? Do you want me to analyze the cat fur strands? There's someone out there who would. There's definitely people. I regret saying that.
Okay, I'm breaking the rule I just said for the cat little birds. That's hilarious. S. There are kittens. S. There are kittens. Come on. Same with the parents. I gotta do it. It's a law. In terms of new enemies, we have the Disaster Neko, an evil cat, D tier, and Fury Shadow. How many of these clone characters are you gonna do? B. And finally, there's Fury Bowser. That is so goddamn cool. It makes Melee Giga Bowser look like a joke. S tier.